A warning against blind guides. Good morning, 2019, late autumn in Switzerland. I'm reading for you, my name is Stefan Heger, from Matthew's Gospel, chapter 23, verses 13 all the way to 28. Let's see what Jesus tells about the blind guides, the Pharisees of the time, the Jews who thought they knew the Old Testament, but actually they knew, but they didn't know it from heart. How terrible will it be for you, Jesus says. Teachers of the Law and Pharisees, you pretenders, or you hypocrites. You shut the kingdom of heaven in people's faces. You yourselves do not enter, and you will not let those enter who are trying to enter. How terrible will it be for you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you pretenders. You travel everywhere to win one person to your faith. Then you make him twice as much a son of hell as you are. Jesus tells them. Verse 16, how terrible for you, you blind guides. You're saying, if anyone takes an oath in the name of the temple, it means nothing. But if anyone takes an oath in the name of the gold of the temple, you must keep the oath. What do you think was the difference between the temple and the gold of the temple? To decorate it. The temple is the house of God. Just like you and my body is now the temple of Christ, if He lives in us. This is the temple. But what we decorate, the clothes, whatever, it doesn't mean anything. But anyone who wants to be great must be your servant, Jesus says in this text. You are blind, Jesus tells them, and foolish. Which is more important, the gold? Or is the temple that makes the gold holy? If you say, if anyone takes an oath in the name of the altar, it means nothing. But if anyone who takes an oath in the name of the gift it must keep the oath. You blind man, Jesus tells the Pharisees. Which is more important? Is it the gift or is it the altar that makes the gift holy? Who is more important? Yourself or God who lives in you, in Christ? Just think about it. Verse 20, if anyone who takes an oath in the name of the altar, takes an oath in the name of it and everything on it. And if anyone who takes an oath in the name of the temple, takes an oath in the name of it and of the one who lives in it. Who is more important, the one who lives in the temple, God, or the temple itself? Think about it. And if anyone takes an oath in the name of heaven, takes an oath in the name of God's throne and the one who sits on it. So actually Jesus says, don't take any oath. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. So Jesus talks to his opponents, the Pharisees, the hypocrites, the lobby, the politicians, the one who control people for their personal reasons. How terrible for you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you pretenders. You give God a tenth of your spices, like mint, dill and cumin. But you have not practiced the more important things of the law, like fairness, mercy, and faithfulness. You should have practiced the last things without falling to do the first. You blind guides. You pretenders. You clean the outside of the cup and dish, but the inside, you are full of greed. You only want to satisfy yourselves. Verse 26, read with me. Blind Pharisee, first clean the inside of the cup and dish. Then the outside will also be clean. So Jesus is more concerned about your inside than your outside appearance. Is this clear? Jesus has come to change you from the inside out, just like he changed Matthew, the one who wrote this down. You only want to satisfy yourselves. Blind Pharisees, first clean the inside of the cup and dish, and then the outside will also be clean, Jesus says here. How terrible for you, you pretenders, teachers of the law and Pharisees. You pretenders, you are like tombs that are painted white. Look, this house is painted. Beautifully white paint. The other one is off-white, dark white, whatever it's painted. They look beautiful on the outside, but on the inside, Jesus says, just like the Jewish graves, they are full of bones of the dead. They are also full of other things that are not pure and clean. Is it the same with you? How about you, my dear friend on Facebook? Is it the same with you? This is a challenge. On the outside you seem to be doing what is right, but on the inside you are full of what is wrong. You pretend to be what you are not. And this is what the Bible calls hypocrites.